I don't know if any of you are familiar with Sheryl Sandberg's book Lean In, or if you've seen her speak. She has a mantra, if you like, to women: don't leave before you leave. And she's making an observation about women who, when they know they're planning to have children and start a family, they start stepping back from opportunities at work. So they stop putting themselves forward for promotions, they stop stepping up for challenging projects. And she refers to this as women leaning back. And at Swiftkey, we realised that if we didn't improve our family policies, we were going to risk some employees leaning so far back they would have left the business altogether for another employer that had better terms and conditions. And the reason for that was that when we started employing people, we took the easiest route at the time, and that was to use off-the-shelf employment contracts. And they don't typically include very generous terms. And those terms weren't really aligned with the sort of employer that we wanted to be. It didn't position us favourably against our competitors. So in recognising that, we put together an entirely new policy that's now got much more generous terms. And that's really helped us with employee engagement, because our employees know that they can plan their personal lives around continuing a career at Swiftkey. And then finally, the bottom one there, like most tech startups, innovation is a really important differentiator for us. Across all of our technology products, we have around 20 published and patent pending applications. So that's in the US, Europe, China and Japan, and they cover a similar number of unique inventions. And one of the ways that we ensure we nurture innovation is that we create some dedicated time and space for it for all of our employees. So every year, everyone gets 12 days of paid time to leave their desks and go and try things out. And we get some really quite special outcomes from those days, and I'll talk about that more shortly. So as a closing comment on this slide, I think the most important take-home here is that to have some success in this area, you really have to secure commitment at the most senior levels of the business. I think when you're a small business which is scaling quickly, you maybe don't have an HR team, or you certainly won't have a big HR team. You may not have a big legal team or operations team. As soon as you try to introduce or adopt a policy that's kind of non-standard in some way, you have to understand that it's going to take some time and commitment to see it through. So as a company, you really have to want to do it, and you have to believe that it's a good thing to do and the right thing to do. And finally, I'm going to finish by talking about our values at Swiftkey as a final part of that golden trinity. I think that values are something that a lot of organisations struggle to get right, and in my experience, I think that's because they put too much focus on defining a set of values as the end in itself, when really those values should represent the starting point for kind of guiding what you do as a business and the ways in which you do those things. So my advice in this area would be to focus less on your values as a paper exercise, if you like, and more on how you can uphold those values within your organisation. This slide shows our 6 core values at Swiftkey. I don't know if you can read them. That's innovation, ambition, responsibility, flexibility, curiosity, and fun. And I think these are really a good representation of the headline reasons that people choose to come and work at Swiftkey above anywhere else. So I think in that sense they describe the positive qualities and behaviours that we have as an organisation, and that in particular in some cases differentiate us from others. So I want to finish, if it works, by showing you our April Fool's video from earlier this year. I've chosen this video because I think it really illustrates those values of innovation and fun and ambition. And I can talk about all of those things, but actually in practice they come together in an exciting way that's quite hard to put into words. So it's become a Swiftkey tradition that each year for April Fools we come up with a wacky idea or concept. It normally kind of verges on the sort of sublime or ridiculous, or maybe a combination of the two. We then release a little video showcasing the new product or feature. Hopefully in an entertaining way. And the twist in the tail, though, is that every year it's actually a genuine feature, so we have built it into the product as an Easter egg, if you like. We don't tell our users that, we leave it down to them to discover, so that normally kind of surprises and delights them. And generally speaking, our April Fool's features are also things that started life as one of our innovation projects. So when I talked about the innovation time earlier, this year's feature is called Flow Hard, and that's no exception. So that started life as one of our innovation projects.
Here at Swiftkey, we're always thinking about ways to stay at the bleeding edge of typing technology. We work tirelessly to make sure that our users have the best typing experience wherever they are. But we've realised that sometimes to get to the future, you have to go back to where it all started. Flowhard brings Swiftkey's incredible predictive text technology to your physical keyboard.
What people don't know is we actually started working on this a long way back, but the hardware at the time just wasn't up to the job, and it's taken until now for it to catch up.
Under the hood, we've crammed in Swiftkey's latest artificial intelligence technology to try and make sense of the nonsense you type.
I work with spreadsheets on a daily basis, and I find Flowhard extremely efficient for number crunching.
Well, my productivity has pretty much gone through the roof, but also I don't need to bite my nails anymore because they get worn down on the keys.
Our design team is currently working on a self-adhesive hard keyboard for touchscreen phones and tablets, so that users can flow hard even when they're on the go. And it doesn't stop there. We're also looking at offering a range of in-keyboard features, including spectacular flow trails in a wide range of colours, and also many handy accessories. Our in-house testing confirms that Flowhard can be up to 257% faster than traditional typing. Opening up Swiftkey's award-winning technology to millions more people worldwide, Flowhard has the potential to become a typing revolution. Flowhard is so effective, we've already enforced it office-wide.
But it hurts!
Flowhard or go home.